you seen Star Wars?
So this past week, I wanted to make a video on it, but I was too sick. But I'm feeling good now. I'm lying, but I'm good enough to make a video on this. Variety came out with an article saying that Rangers of the New Republic was no longer in active development. And a lot of people apparently don't know what that means. It doesn't mean that the show was canceled. It doesn't mean this isn't going to happen anymore. All it means is that no longer in active development is we're having an identity crisis on what to do this show about. And if you don't remember, the reason this is happening is because Gina Carano, who played Cara Dune, was not really fired by Lucasfilm, because you can't be fired unless you're an employee, but was told that they would no longer be hiring her again in the future, signing new contracts with her for new shows and new seasons of The Mandalorian. And that's where we're at right now, where it's kind of clear that Cara Dune, Gina Carano's character, was going to be the main lead for the Rangers of the New Republic show alongside Bo-Katan. Now that that can't happen, Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau are having to go back to square one with this show and think of where we're going to take this with the story. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of disappointed in the Star Wars fandom based on the reactions to this. A lot of people were upset about it. People also came out and were like, you know what, I wasn't really that excited anyways. And it just makes me look around and go like, bro, the disrespect you guys are showing towards Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, you guys gave him so much praise for The Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2. Now they're working on season 3. They are still working on Book of Boba Fett, and the Ahsoka Tano series is supposed to come as well. All of them are working on that. And then we have this show, Rangers of the New Republic. So there's 4 different shows that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are working on, and you guys are like disrespecting them about this one that was having problems that are completely outside of their control. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are showrunners, they're creatives over there at Lucasfilm. They're not executives to the point where they can control someone like Gina Carano being fired over a PR situation. That's just not how this works, unfortunately. But people are kind of not harping on Dave or Jon because of the situation, but they're very much disrespecting them by acting like this whole thing's in the state of limbo and this is all a bad sign when they've been doing great so far. So a little upset with the Star Wars fandom on that. But I'm also disappointed with the Star Wars fandom because we yet again fall for these fake rumors and these lies. There has been some fake news going around lately that Gina Carano will be returning to Star Wars. Okay, if that was actually the case, then why the hell are they having problems with Rangers of the New Republic? That makes no sense. If Gina Carano was coming back to Star Wars, they clearly would put her back in Rangers of the New Republic and continue with the story they already had. But since she's not, that is why this show is no longer in active development. It makes no sense why anyone believes these rumors when they're quite clearly fake as hell. But anyways, I do have to say, there's only one person to blame about all this. People are going to blame Kathleen Kennedy. People are going to blame Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. There's only one person to blame for this entire situation, for the state of Rangers of the New Republic. All of this is to blame on Gina Carano. And I've been kind of forgiving towards her. I wasn't a fan of Lucasfilm's statement on her and letting her go. I really didn't think what she said or did was not only that bad or that big of a deal, but I just think it was kind of stupid of her anyway, so I thought everybody would look at that and go, alright, she said something stupid, let's just move on with our day. But no, people and YouTube channels specifically have built their identity of defending Gina Carano and siding with her, but also they use her name as part of this culture war. And I was semi-okay with this when all of this happened. I said, hey, you know what, if Gina Carano wants to become the face of anti-cancel culture, I support her with that. Do I think she was fired fairly? Not really. I think they gave her a warning, and I think her continuing the tweet afterwards was stupid, mainly when it was political tweets, and they told her, hey, you're taking the light away from The Mandalorian and you're putting it on yourself. That's not really fair. The fact that she continued to do that was ill-advised. That is stupid. Do I think she should have been let go for it? Absolutely not. But with that said, she didn't become the face of anti-cancel culture. If anything, she just faded into obscurity, but now I'm having to pay the consequences for her actions because I don't get Rangers of the New Republic as promised. I don't get the show as it was intended, all because Gina Carano just had to tweet stuff that was a little edgy, just a little bit conservative. And as most of you know, I lean conservative. When it comes to politics, I probably agree with a lot of the people who agree with Gina Carano or Gina Carano herself. I probably agree with a lot of their political views and beliefs. However, with that said, do I really think that tweeting that stuff, being conservative, was worth Gina Carano losing the Mandalorian gig, losing her own Star Wars show, and also being a part of just the Star Wars universe? Was all that really worth her tweeting some stupid, edgy, conservative stuff that, no offense to her, like I said, I agree with a lot of the stuff she was saying. A lot of that stuff is stuff you see on Facebook from your conservative grandparents on a fucking Friday. I don't really think it was worth tweeting and losing her job over. And I think it's kind of infuriating and frustrating that Lucasfilm not only told her, hey, you probably shouldn't do this, we really don't want you to do this. She continued to do it, but now all these weird YouTube channels attach them to her name and use her as kind of like this golden idol to look up to and go, oh my god, we love her, she's standing up to cancel culture. What has she done since she was let go? Like, honest to God, what has she done? She hasn't done anything. She hasn't talked more about being canceled. She hasn't actively gone against cancel culture. She hasn't done shit or said anything about Star Wars. She just really hasn't done anything. And hey, if she wants to fade away from the limelight and go live her life in peace, good for her. I'm proud of her. I hope she has a great life. I loved her MMA career. I thought she was doing great as an actress. I wanted to see her career go forward. But it's extremely frustrating as a conservative and as a fan of Gina Carano to see her not only tank her career, but now tank a Star Wars show, all because she just wanted to tweet some conservative stuff that most of my family members from Texas would put out on a Sunday. Just not my cup of tea. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Rangers of the New Republic no longer being in active development? Do you blame Gina Carano? Do you blame Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, Kathleen Kennedy? Whose fault is it? You know what? It's Star Wars Only's fault. Fuck me, am I right? Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.